Welcome back to Finance Wise. Today, we're diving into a classic that has been guiding people towards financial wisdom for decades. It's The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. This book is often hailed as one of the best resources for financial advice, so let's break it down and see what timeless lessons it holds. First published in 1926, The Richest Man in Babylon uses parables set in ancient Babylon to teach fundamental principles of finance and wealth building. The stories are simple yet profound, and their lessons are just as applicable today as they were nearly a century ago. Before we dive into the book's content, let's take a moment to appreciate the historical context. Ancient Babylon was one of the most prosperous cities of its time. Known for its wealth, impressive architecture, and advancements in mathematics and law, Babylon serves as a fitting backdrop for Clason's lessons on wealth accumulation and financial management. Chapter Breakdown and Key Principles. The book is structured around several key parables. Let's see the first law of gold. Meet Arked, the richest man in Babylon, and Bansir, a humble chariot builder. Despite his hard work, Bansir struggles to save any money. He spends all he earns on daily necessities and occasional luxuries. He couldn't get rich though, so he went to see Arked to ask and get advice on how he could be rich as him. Arked's advice is simple yet profound. By setting aside at least 1/10 of his earnings, Bansir can start building his wealth. Inspired by Arked's wisdom, Bansir begins to save 10% of his earnings. At first, it seems challenging, but soon he adapts to living on the remaining 90%. As the months pass, Bansir's savings grow. Bansir's story is a testament to the power of the first law of gold. By saving at least 10% of your income, you lay the foundation for financial security and future prosperity. The second law of gold. Arked, the richest man in Babylon, shares the second essential law of wealth accumulation: invest your savings wisely so they grow and generate additional income. This is Nomasir, Arked's son. Following his father's advice, Nomasir has saved a portion of his earnings. But saving alone is not enough. He must learn how to make his money work for him. Arked gives Nomasir 10 pieces of gold and sends him into the world to learn the value of wise investments. Arked said, "Return in 10 days and tell me what you have learned." Nomasir meets a merchant who offers him a deal on rare jewels. Thinking it a great opportunity, Nomasir invests all his gold. However, Nomasir soon discovers the jewels are fake, and he loses all his gold. This costly mistake teaches him a valuable lesson about trust and the importance of knowledge in investments. The third law of gold states, "Gold clingeth to the protection of the cautious owner who invests it under the advice of men wise in its handling." In simpler terms, this law emphasizes the importance of seeking expert advice before making investments. By consulting knowledgeable and experienced individuals, you can protect your wealth and make smarter decisions. Let's continue the story of Nomasir from the book. After receiving a bag of gold and the 5 laws of gold from his father, Arked, Nomasir set out to prove his ability to handle wealth. Before investing his gold, Nomasir sought the counsel of experienced merchants and traders. These wise men had years of experience and knowledge about the market, which Nomasir lacked. By listening to their advice, Nomasir learned about the risks and opportunities associated with different investments. Nomasir's story shows us the importance of seeking expert advice before making investments. When you consult those who are skilled in handling money, you can make informed decisions and protect your wealth. The fourth law of gold states, "Gold slippeth away from the man who invests it in businesses or purposes with which he is not familiar or which are not approved by those skilled in its keep." Continuing the story of Nomasir, after successfully growing his wealth by following the advice of wise merchants, he felt more confident in his investment abilities. One day, he was approached by an acquaintance with an exciting new investment idea involving a foreign trading venture. The venture promised high returns and sounded very appealing. However, Nomasir knew little about the business of foreign trading and was wary. Remembering the third law of gold, he sought advice from the wise merchants who had guided him before. With their guidance, Nomasir began making sound investments in areas he understood, such as trading goods he was familiar with and lending money to trustworthy borrowers. Over time, his wealth grew steadily, and he became successful in his own right. Heeding their advice, Nomasir decides against investing in the exotic trade route. Instead, He focuses on opportunities within his realm of expertise. Nomasir chooses to invest in a local brickmaking enterprise, an industry he understands well and one that is recommended by skilled professionals. As time passes, Nomasir's investment in the brickmaking enterprise yields substantial returns. His wealth grows steadily, affirming the wisdom of the fourth law of gold. Arked emphasizes the importance of this law, reminding the young men, gold slippeth away from the man who invests it in businesses or purposes with which he is not familiar or which are not approved by those skilled in its keep. Having successfully grown his wealth by following the first four laws of gold, Nomasir continued to seek opportunities to increase his fortune. One day, Nomasir encounters a persuasive schemer who promises extravagant returns on a new venture. Tempted by the promise of quick and substantial wealth, Nomasir considers the offer. However, Nomasir recalls his father's teachings. He remembers the fifth law of gold and understands the risks of chasing impossible earnings or falling for the advice of schemers. Determined not to let greed cloud his judgment, Nomasir decides to avoid the risky investment. Instead, he seeks advice from trusted and experienced merchants. Nomasir chooses to invest in a reliable and well-understood venture, such as agriculture. This safe and prudent investment aligns with his knowledge and the advice of experienced individuals. In conclusion, the story of Nomasir highlights the importance of these 5 laws: saving diligently, investing wisely, seeking expert advice, understanding your investments, and avoiding unrealistic promises. By following these principles, Nomasir transformed his initial failures into lasting success. These timeless laws can guide anyone to financial stability and growth. Remember, it's not just about making money, it's about preserving and growing your wealth steadily and securely. And that's the essence of the 5 laws of gold from The Richest Man in Babylon, illustrated by the story of Nomasir. If you found this series helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more financial wisdom. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or experiences with these laws. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.